These are my gloves I bought yesterday at the supermarket. Because today I'm going to do what I've been putting off, which is the grout, not the grout, the silicone around the edge of the shower. Can you see the line at the back? There. That's black mould. And black mould is not very good for us. No. So, they smell a little bit fishy, these ones. Not as nice as the Spontex ones. Let's see if they fit well. Because for this job, I need precise gloves. Oh, they've got two colors. They're quite nice, aren't they? Not bad. Not bad, good fit. These are a size of small. My fingers are good for small at the moment. Some small. No noise. They're very smooth. So, let's see what we are going to do. First of all, I'm going to remove the silicone that's already there with this scraper. They work very well for silicone. Then of course I'm going to have to clean it really well with detergent. So this could last a while. If you're in a rush, you better make yourself a cup of tea. Oh, bad mould. Oh, just a minute. We don't want dangling hair. So that up. We've got bad mould behind the silicone. Do you know, it's a shame you can't see very much, isn't it? Never mind. That means, because it's not clean, I'm going to have to clean it before putting new silicone. Look, I'll show you closer so you can see what I'm doing. You see there, the black, disgusting black mold. It could be potentially very harmful as well. Brittany Murphy died young, and apparently it's to do with black mold in a bathroom. So we don't want that, do we? Toxic mold. I could try to put a recorder here. So I'm not sure what you are going to see. What's happening with this mold is not just that it's not very long lasting, but the bucket, shower tray rather, is plastic, and this is upstairs, it's on boards underneath, so as a result it's flexible. So I think, like we learned at plumbing with baths, that this is never lasting very long because the tray moves after use, and it always moves in this end because that's the end I stand on when I have a shower. I wonder if it's not entirely level. Well, I know it's not because there's water that gathers this end and it doesn't gather the other end. So I need to do that regularly. Normally my landlord does it, but he's fed up of doing it. He doesn't understand why it doesn't last. I keep telling him it's because the tray moves, and he says rubbish. The tray doesn't move, I put it in. Yes, but you don't know because you've not studied plumbing that things do move when they're plastic, particularly upstairs when it's not on a steady floor like cement. Ugh. Disgusting black. Look at that. I shouldn't put faces, should I? Yes, well, it's not disgusting, isn't it? Oh, there's black hole behind. I'm going to go and get some borax because that kills mold so quickly. Do you know, I've been meaning to do this for several months, and it takes energy away when I don't do things that I'm meant to do. It makes me feel really unhappy and unpleasant with myself. I feel really like shit. So today to do this is going to be wonderful. You can't see now, look. It's very exciting work. Except you can't see. No. You still can't see anything. My donated tripod is downstairs. I had a guest as well, not so long ago, stayed with me for a few weeks. No, well, 2.5 weeks. And he took a shower twice a day, so this made the silicone much worse and the shower molding much worse. I ended up telling him he had to go away. Couldn't share with him anymore. Voilà. the way, did you hear they tried to assassinate your former president in the US, Trump. I say they because it has to be some sort of inside job. As I would never have left that man on the roof without reacting if it had been anybody else like Biden. It's a bit creepy, I'd say. Well, very creepy. Now, how can I get the view of this? Maybe you can go over there. No, you can't see anything due to the... Oh, vive les tripodes. Quel bordel. Non. Oh, merde. I'm going to vacuum all this now. No, it's gone dark. Oh, you pain in the ass, aren't you? Just stay focused. C'est chiant. La caméra faudrait quelqu'un qui enregistre, qui soit pas... Oh, c'est pénible. I can go back there and try to not knock it with the hoover. We're not here for vacuuming, so I'll stop that there and go back to cleaning in here. so I can apply new silicone. So cleaning, how are we going to do that? I get a little bit of borax, which is not in here, it's over here. Where's borax? Where are you? I've put borax on an already wall before, and what's happened is the wall went white, but like original color. Keep the mold, but this one seems more ingrained, so it doesn't quite work as beautifully as with the other one. There's mold in here as well. What's going on? Let's see, where's my scraper? You see, now you can't see anything. We got silicone, no. But there is something. No, there is some sort of silicone. This side, it's the side with the glass, it doesn't matter so much. Borax is not caustic soda, it's something different. I say that because I wasn't sure if it wasn't the same thing. I thought it was the same thing till I read about it a bit. Borax, I find I can touch it with my fingers and it doesn't create any issues or inflammations, but caustic soda, it's not recommended to touch it with anything else but nice rubber gloves. It's getting very dark, it's raining outside again. It seems like I will have some issues with cleaning up the original grout, which was covered with the silicone. Sometimes having long hair gets in the way. It's hard to keep them away from the face. But I wouldn't swap them for anything else. I can't see anything now with that dark cloud outside. You might turn around, it might help in a minute. Quite a lot of the black mould has gone. Some of the grout. Now, of course, I'm not going to be able to do the silicone till that's extremely dry, properly dry. So I can use paper to dry it and also use a hairdryer. Right, I think it's clean enough. I've not used the detergent. And there is still some mould. This isn't there. I'll try a bit more. There's some you can see here on the tile. There's a lot of issues with showers upstairs. The best way I found once to have a shower, it was a wet room upstairs, and it was without a shower tray, which was excellent, but we found that it leaked even though I did the tiling very well. So what we did is we took out all the floor tiles up to about a foot high. Did it to the hole, and only a foot, or was it a meter? Maybe a meter high. The tiles were big tiles like that, and small tiles on the floor. And it was painted with swimming pool paint, which is a rubbery blue type of rubber, which does not smell disgustingly toxic. After that was painted on the wall and dried, it was then possible to tile again over it, because it's obviously made for swimming pools and tiling. And after that there was never any leak in the bathroom upstairs. The wet room was super, it was great. So anybody who has problems with wet rooms, you upstairs, you may have to consider to take all your tiles off and paint that blue rubber paint. I don't think it's rubber, I don't know what it is, some sort of polymer, but it really is not toxic smelling. That is the one I used in the UK, because I can't work with chemically scented products. I can't do it, so I have to be careful with that. So I was very, very pleased. It was well worth the work. Unfortunately, we moved a few months later, so I didn't get to enjoy it so much. So now I'm going to take some paper or towel. I could start with a towel, couldn't I? In fact, this one is my shower cleaning towel, so I can use that to remove the excess water that is visible. What's the surface of the tray? There's still a bit of that stuff here. Silicone on the shower tray. It's got to be as clean as possible. By the way, who thinks Macron's wife is a man? Not that I care that much, but it's very interesting the size shoes Brigitte seems to need. Quite suspicious. Suspicious as in, if they are trying to push the trans agenda, and they seem like they are, to give us all the freedom to have different pronouns, why doesn't he openly, officially tells his people that his wife is a bloke? It interests me because he's been such a liar over these last, is it 7 years he's been in power, and we all know he works for the WEF, just like Trudeau and the Prime Minister of new Prime Minister of England. The old one did as well. Sunak. There's a new one. Can't think of his name. Sir something rather. He's openly said that Davos and the WEF is more important than Westminster. But unfortunately, apparently, we have the monarchy there, which is also WEF. It's all very interesting what's happening at the moment. I couldn't have chosen a better time to be alive. And there I am, doing a cleaning channel, telling you about the WF while removing the grout and mould from my shower. You can see more over this side. No, it's inside. Don't get that. It's on the grout. By the way, what's your pronoun? Because I've got several pronouns, but YouTube wouldn't allow me to put my pronouns on the pronoun list. It said my pronouns were not available. I put down she, her, he, him, it, them, they, and Duchess, and it refused it. It's my pronouns. YouTube is not inclusive. I could do with changing the blade on that. It's got a big nick on it. So if you have specific pronouns, you can put them in the comments. I can't quite pronounce his name yet. Matasumo maybe? But I know he's pronounced as our cute baby wizard, so I'm very happy to call him this. It's only respectful to respect other people's pronouns, whatever they are. Now I'm going to get the hairdryer. But I need a lid. An extension. Right, you'll have to bear with me because I cannot stop the video. An extension lid. Where have I got one? Under the bed. Not too far. Says the extension. Next. Voilà. Look at that weather outside. It's raining so much. This is England and it's lovely and green. But nature has suffered a bit from the lack of sun, as well as the animals. more than one person has died with a bloody hairdryer in the bath, so I've got water coming out of the bloody shower. It's not clever, is it? Silly, silly, silly. Okay, hold on a minute. Can you stop bloody licking me, bloody thing? It's really quite a challenge to keep this shower clean. There's so much to wipe after having a shower. I'm very grateful for it, but I wish it was a wet room because it's so much easier to keep clean. You've got glass here that just gets caked up with water deposits. You've got that shower tray, look at it. Look at how it's been done. You see those bloody grooves there? And how it's been done here, the groove is lower than the exit. So the water can't get through there, so there's always a puddle here. And that groove goes all around there. It's totally pointless and it's very shallow. So when I get a blockage in there, if I'm not careful and water climbs up, then it goes everywhere. Do you know this shower tray is really badly designed? And if I could have a wet room without all these doors that I have to keep plastic on because otherwise they get caked up with water, I've started to remove this plastic there. Look at how it's pain in the ass. Do you know, things that are time consuming to clean, they're not worthwhile. Not in my life. But I am so grateful to have this shower because it means I live here. And we can't have everything perfect. This is pretty perfect just as it is. So I'm very grateful. Oh, and I'll stop moaning now. And the video nearly stopped. We don't want that because we've got the silicone to put up yet. Once I have finished with the hairdryer and electrocuting myself with it. No water now. So, the shower I'll try with paper now to see how much water there is left. Let's try. It looks dry, there's still a bit of mould, but it's not bad. Maybe a bit of damp here, maybe a little bit. Okay, so now final phase, and I'm going to do this by hand, and I hope it works with the rubber gloves because normally I do it with my fingers. It doesn't matter if the silicone is not done very straight or beautifully, because it's going to be redone in 6 months anyway, so I might as well just squeeze it on. So what I'm going to do is, after putting it on, I'm going to put a load of weight in the shower at the place that I stand to help with this issue of the tray moving. So I'll do what we have learned in plumbing, which I've never done in the shower, but works in the bath. In fact, it must be done in the bath. Otherwise, if we don't do it in the bath, as we fill it with water and the person sits in it, it comes off the edges. So if you're putting silicone on your bath, you have to fill the bath with water, so it will at least avoid some of this pulling away. I'm talking about plastic baths, by the way, not proper ceramic, heavy iron, metal coated baths, which are usually fine because they don't move. So let's start over here, or should I start? Yeah, I'll start with the light. Well, it's easier here in the corner. And now squeezing a bit of silicone, as equal as I can. So if I should put a bit more. Because it doesn't matter if my gloves get dirty, does it? I'm very impressed, by the way, with those. It's some supermarket I hate going to, but I did go to the other day, was Morrison's. So that was their own brand of gloves, very good quality. Now I've been waiting to do this because of the smell of silicone. It's a very strong, well, it smells of vinegary stuff. I don't dislike the smell, but I've been concerned that it would be a problem for my homeopathic remedy, as anything strong might disturb the remedy. Come on, get on with it. I should have opened that tube end a bit more. I'm sure Matt will be looking at me and saying, you don't do it like that, you do it like this. Well, Matt, I know you live a long way, but you're welcome to come and do it for me. But if you did, it wouldn't be a subject for a video for you lot to laugh at, would it? I don't mind, you can laugh at however much you want. As a woman, I am happy to be able to do small jobs like this. And to have had my plumbing certificate is, I think, quite an achievement. Do you know, this is a pain in the neck, it's way too slow. Oh, what about having some patience? Oh. And I'm tripping over my skirts as well. Bloody skirts. They're not good to do such work, the skirts. Come on, hurry up. We need to get on. We've got other things to do today. Of course, I could have put some tape, but as I said, because it's going to be done again in 6 months, I didn't bother to do it clean. Oh yeah, bloody thing. My holder now is going all over the place, I'm not sure why. Why does he do that? Okay, maybe that's enough. Oh, it's strong, isn't it? Let's see. I'll do the first spread with one finger so it can get very dirty. Maybe you want to see this instead of staring at my bone. Come and have a look. So I'm using this finger first. I might have put a bit too much after thinking I needed more. We want plenty in that corner because that goes really manky. The light. You're still watching, yes? the smell isn't too bad. I don't think it would have bothered my remedy, this. So I've got to be quick-ish, quick enough. So then I can go and get the weights. I've never put the weights on to see if it would make any difference. Because the chemical of that, it stings the eyes. Yeah, maybe I did put too much. That hole needs to be filled up there. And what's that? Ugh. It's the old mould. Spider, go away, you stupid thing. Oh shit. Right, spider, you can die. I'm not sacrificing my mobile phone for you. Yes, this is a dirty work. You wouldn't hire a plumber who does that sort of work, would you now? It will do for me at this time. Allez, bloody corner there. Let's put some up there as well. Voilà. So now we done that with one finger. What about cleaning up with another clean finger? Or I should have put the paper, really. So I'm going to clean a bit around the edges now. I must say it's not too bad with a glove. That's it. My landlord making some noise outside. Right. It would be better if it was smooth. My landlord had lent me a tool, plastic corner thing, but I gave him back because I didn't feel I could do it at that time. All right. The glove is getting messier. Good job I've got these thin gloves. Small size. Right, am I happy with the messy silicone? Yeah. Oh, there's some left here. There's a hole at the end. Get in there. Right, I think that's it, and I can now go and get the weights. Spider's gone back up. Actually really moves. I can feel it when I do that. Okay, more tails. I found some 12 kilo buckets. Voilà. Then I could put a few books on top of that, maybe. I found something better, a piece of wood, my furniture. Now, yes. Let's have a look. Do I need anything else but that? I suppose I could stand here and move while doing hair drying. But that's probably going to be okay. Let's just clean up a tiny bit. Make us smooth. I think it's setting already. Yeah. Yeah. problem is, he's leaving an entrance for the water to go in, and then it goes under the grout. I keep calling it grout. I wish it was called grout. It's bloody silicone. Maybe I need a bit more. Some here. Got a gap there, look, this is a hole. It's definitely not very nice looking, but this is not for the queen. Well, it is, but she's not here, so it will do. Fan is very useful, I can see better in the corner. I wonder if the queen's ever done any plumbing. Alright, I think that's it. Now maybe I can do a bit of quick vacuuming. That because I really don't like having crumbs under the foot when I walk barefoot. It drives me nuts. So no nuts now. There we go. This is come out of the sheet. Me, I've got a treat for the French person who likes to look into shoes.